Good day, ma'ams and sirs, and welcome to a Rosie the Riveting episode of the Number 9 with Tommy podcast. This time, I'm giving cancel culture the day off in my intro. Rest, if you will. After all, we don't want anyone crying over spilled milk from the chest, if you will. Speaking of people who are lactose intolerant, struggle to digest nipple milk. And our guest today is going to demand that his widow only swipe left in his will. See, she's an incredibly gorgeous vegan with an artistic flair and a beautiful mouthful of teeth. But Doobie managed to lock that shit down while playing way out of his league. Together they have a litter of kids, multiple dogs, cats, a pen full of chickens, plus a rabbit. And I assure you, the more you learn about Doobz, the more the plot thickens. He's in the top 5 smartest people I've ever met in my life. Just a reminder, as far as top 5 hottest, that's where you'll also find his sweet wife. He's also oddly athletic. There's not much Doobie can't do. I mean, if he pulled her sweet ass. Let's assume Doobie can screw. Or maybe she's got some weird fetish for dudes who are tall, funny, gangly, and awkward, who decided to go straight into labor instead of breezing through law school or becoming a doctor. He's a gentle giant and a man I consider one of my best friends on the whole planet Earth. Maybe he'll tell us how he outwitted this woman to be with him. He clearly had a plan and it worked. I've been with this guy through wonderful memories and some that were less than fantastic. We went to high school together, but my grades were far too low to get in his classes. So we did track and field and maybe indulged in illegal substances together if we're telling the truth. But I can't think of an act or a favor that this man wouldn't find compelling to do. His altruistic nature is bigger than Tommy's stomach, and while that may be hard to believe, just spend a day with him, but don't be shocked if you see my good buddy Doobie wears his heart on his sleeve. Here we go, folks. I'm so fucking excited to do today's show that I'm champing at the bit. Tommy and Doobie, what's up, guys? How's your families and shit?
How come you're never that nice to be fat?
I talked about you in there.
Yeah, you called me fat.
I didn't call you. I said you had a big stomach. I did not say you were fat.
Same thing. Tomato, tomato. Potato, potato. You get that joke, don't you, Fat?
I sure do.
For an extra.
What were you going to say there?
I gotta say that the introduction was more than necessary.
See? I think he means more than I had to do.
I'm not deserving of the introduction.
I totally disagree.
I appreciate it though. Thank you.
There you go. I don't hear you complimenting my introduction.
You're a real piece of shit.
You're saying thank you for pointing out my physical attributes, Patrick.
Yeah, thanks for pointing out the fact that I'm fat. Anybody watching this on camera has seen me.
Were you going to drink this?
Not tonight.
Perfect.
Are you drinking it now?
I sure am.
Cool.
Anybody who's not watching, Tom had a Coke Zero on his desk, and I wanted to get to the drinks out of the fridge because I've been doing that as we start the show recently. And Doobie is blocking the way, so I just stole Tom's drink. Tom's got his own juice. No, I'm not with Tom. It's open now.
It's not juice, it's water.
Why is it orange?
Erica says your mic has some feedback.
It's Tang. It might be my voice. My mic.
Erica, is this any better?
Well, that's fantastic.
What's that?
I don't know. I don't know why one of the mics would have feedback.
Good thing we tested Doobz's mic, but not mine.
McCaffrey also said that's better.
Erica said it's better.
All right.
Tim, what's up with your shitty face? Welcome to the show. Hey, Carissa, how you doing?
All right, you guys ready to do some mail time? We got a lot of fucking mail.
Okay, so let's talk about that. We got so much mail that we cannot do all of the mail. We don't have enough screens on this program.
So listen, Pat's going to be nice about this. And listen, I could have made room. Right? I could have made more screens.
You didn't mention that to me. You said there wasn't enough room.
But I'm just saying, why wait till last minute? Hardcore number 9ers. You wait till 20 minutes before the show and send me in fucking feedback. Guess what? You'll hear your shit on Sunday.
Erica said it went back to being weird.
Oof. Oh boy. I can tell you this, the podcast end of things, no problem. No problem.
If you guys are curious why Tom's stomach is big, it's because he's so lazy that he couldn't have cleared more room for emails.
That's not the problem at all. So anyway, let's do the emails. While I try and figure out
which mic am I on that? The second one, right? The middle one?
No, it's mine. You're this one.
I know my mic's not fucked up. I haven't said anything.
Mine looks like it's spiking pretty hard. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe I need to go further away, not closer. Hey now.
Is that any better?
It sounds like Pat's voice is being picked up on 2 mics. Doobz, I'm going to turn yours the rest of the way.
Maybe turn it down as well.
Not much.
Okay.
Hey, is that any better, guys? Can you now hear me like I sound like myself? I'm glad we did the whole intro with shitty sound. Oh, God. Oh, that's going to sound good. Is that way better, folks?
Any better?
I've always wanted to sing a country duet.
Well, I
That's
turned
better. Now
off.
there is no
I muted
sound.
the mics.
Can they hear us now, Tom?
They should be able to hear you.
Mason put, that's better. Now there's no sound. Mason, Mike, Tom purposely muted the mics for a second.
I feel like we have to go back and re-record all that.
We didn't share any content.
It's true.
All right.
Oh, the intro?
Just the intro, yeah.
Oh.
Nobody's
Well,
getting back.
tell us
to
if it's better now, and if it is, then we'll go fucking re-record the intro. Guaranteed, because I got through it with no problem. I'm gonna fuck it up this time.
Guaranteed.
Who wants to see a comedy show?
I don't know what's going on here. I was taking these guys.
There's a delay.
Excuse me. Is that acceptable?
Check the reverb on
You
Pat's
definitely
mic.
want to re-record now.
Can you maybe turn off the third
It's
mic is
muted.
off.
Bang.
The third mic has been cut.
Well, some bitch. I know the problem.
What's that?
Fuck.
What'd you do?
You guys are going to share a mic. You're going to share fucking that mic.
What'd you do?
Somehow your fucking shit's not loaded in here. No, it's working. Or else it wouldn't be fading out.
Mason says someone hit the reverb knob. Is that on the mic?
There's no reverb knob on that mic. You can look all you want. There's no fucking reverb on it.
I think it's this one that says reverb right here. JK, there's not reverb knob.
Thanks.
Chicken.
You remember that time I was supposed to sing a song at that concert at Crane's house?
No.
And that was classic.
The night before?
You don't remember?
Lum's band?
Yeah.
That's the night before.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like a timeline,
Oh,
not
no,
the band's name.
No. Remember this time I did sing a song with the night before?
No, I don't remember that
I
either.
did I can't think of the name of the song. The Bloodhound Gang song. You and Me, Baby.
Oh.
Discovery Channel, maybe?
Well, anyways, the point of my stories was that I sang like 4 lyrics and I was trying to act like a rock and roll star or whatever, but I turned the microphone. And then because I'm not a rock star, I just couldn't get the timing back into the song.
Sure.
So I just like, all right, guess this is
What song?
filling in the name, Rage Against the Machine.
No clue what that is. Mason, I like your Blue Bucks turn into a Blue Yeti. That's pretty good. What do you're doing this without the Bible? I don't understand. What I can bring Tom the Bible Sunday, and then he can bring it into work on Monday, though I'm not sure how willing to help Tom is after being excluded from the competition here.
What Bible are you fucking talking about? Oh, no, I'm not. No, No.
See?
Zero chance of that fucking happening.
What is that, Tom? Is that salty? Are you being salty right
Is
now?
Pat's mic working better?
Anybody? Somebody? Bueller. What the fuck?
Turn yours off and we'll try the third one.
He's saying that you should buy a Blue Yeti with your Blue Box.
What the fuck is the Blue Yeti? It's like a drink container? I was all for you getting a drink container. Why am I getting a drink container? Tim McCaffrey says, was better. Now back to echo.
So it's definitely something with your fucking mic. So
Thanks, Tom.
let's try it. Turn back on that other mic.
Okay. How's that?
How's that?
You gotta turn yours off, Pat. Is yours off?
I think Tom
Or did he turn it off?
Yeah.
Mic check.
Don't unplug it.
Oh boy.
Testes.
the Gus.
1, 2.
Not really sure what you're doing.
I thought I was just dropping the
He's
mic.
throwing $200 out the window is what he's doing.
I think it was 100.
Yeah.
That was pre-corona. Now everything is twice the price.
Okay. So you guys have to use that mic. We'll have to figure out what the fuck's going on with that mic. We might
Just
have
to be clear, everybody's good now. We're going to do a little sound check.
Now it's good.
Spectacles, testicles, wallet, and watch. Greg?
Motion. I have none of those things.
Tom?
my mic worked.
Are we all good?
Now it's good.
This is great for podcasting.
Okay, cool. All right, I'm just going to block my face with this and...
We're going to re-record the intro?
Sure. Let's do everything you want to do.
I stopped streaming.
You guys know that
Oh my God, this was our first day on Facebook, and it's
I have
I stopped
other
it
things to
because-
do. Like I'm a union employee, and this is costing you a lot of money right now.
Can you not have that up in the middle of the air?
I'll put it at the bottom of the air.
I'm just saying. Blocking the fucking TV and shit.
Mason's texting. Oh, blue microphones, Yeti Professional USB desk microphone.
I know what it is.
I thought he was talking about the drink coolers.
No, Blue Yeti's a microphone.
Well, we all know that now, Tom.
Most of us knew that before.
Oh, it comes with a beach camera. I don't know what that means. It does not come with a camera. It comes with a towel that says beach camera on it. I'm not sure I understand why. I like that the Blue Yeti looks like a person holding a microphone.
I looked at it, man. I'm not.
$160. Who do you think I am, Chelsea Clinton? Get the fuck out of here.
It's the cost you pay for the bandstand, Pat.
It's pretty freaking cool, man. That's an alarm. That doesn't count.
I'll put it on my list for birthday presents.
Dave, Chris asked how the hell you got roped into this. Who the fuck is Dave?
Dave Chris asked how the hell you got roped into this.
He thinks Doobz.
It's Doobie Dave. Oh my God. Coincidentally, this is a different person who I've known for a very long time, who I called Doobie long before Doobie Dave came around. So this is the original Doobie.
Oh,
I'm an OD.
That's right.
I am
This is the OG OD.
All right, let's start this over. Ready?
I am the NOGOOD.
One click.
Good day, ma'ams and sirs, and welcome to a Rosie the Riveting episode of the Number 9 with Tommy podcast. This time, I'm giving cancel culture the day off in my intro. A rest, if you will. After all, we don't want anyone crying over spilled milk from the chest, if you will. Speaking of people who are lactose intolerant, they struggle to digest nipple milk. And our guest today is going to demand that his widow only swipe left in his will. See, she's incredibly gorgeous, vegan, with an artistic flair and a beautiful mouthful of teeth. But Doobie managed to lock that shit down while playing way out of his league. Together, they have a litter of kids, multiple dogs, cats, and a pen full of chickens. Plus a rabbit, and I assure you, the more you learn about Doobz, the more the plot thickens. He's in the top 5 smartest people I'll ever meet in my life. Just a reminder, as far as top 5 hottest, that's also where you'll find his sweet wife. He's also oddly athletic. There's not much Doobie can't do. I mean, if he pulled her sweet ass, it's assumed Doobie can screw. Or maybe she's got some weird fetish for dudes who are tall, funny, gangly, and awkward, who decided to go straight into labor instead of breezing through law school or becoming a doctor. He's a gentle giant and a man I consider one of my best friends on the whole planet Earth. Maybe he'll tell us how he outwitted this woman to be with him. He clearly had a plan and it worked. I've been with this guy through wonderful memories and some that were less than fantastic. We went to school together, but my grades were far too low to get in his classes. So we did track and field and maybe indulged in illegal substances together if we're telling the truth. But I can't think of a kind act or a favor that this man wouldn't find compelling to do. His altruistic nature is bigger than Tommy's stomach, and while that might be hard to believe, just spend a day with him. But don't be shocked if you see my good buddy Doobie wears his heart on his sleeve. Here we go, folks. I'm so fucking excited to do today's show that I'm champing at the bit. Tommy and Doobie, what's been up, guys? How's your families and shit?
I don't understand why you're not nice to me.
Tom,
Pat, I don't understand why you're so nice to me.
Can I explain to anybody listening to this podcast? This is the second time we've done this. And instead of trying to say something different, both Doobz and Tom said the exact same thing they said last time. It threw me right the fuck
You
off.
should be able to do this, though. Man, you're pretty...
Yeah, but we do basically an improv show with a very, very loose script. First off, Mason got me really fucking good.
Right now,
Mason
there we go.
commented
Here's the
live
that you want.
Mason commented live, it was better the first time I heard it, which got me right in the feels. Fuck you, Mason. That's one. Tommy last time said, I don't understand why you have to be so mean to me. And I said, Tommy, I talked about your physical characteristics. You said you called me fat. I said, I didn't call you fat. I said you had a big stomach. This went around basically in a circle. Then we lost all of the microphones. Everything went haywire. The fans were complaining. The crowd went mild. So here we are. We're back. And this is the weirdest introduction we've ever had on the show.
I'm glad I was part of it.
You know what?
Maybe
it could not have
why.
been more appropriate.
Maybe that's why.
It's the curse of the dopest.
It is. If only the...
I had a real good joke there, but I'm not going to say it.
So what we will say is, thanks to you number niners, we had so much mail that we couldn't fit it all into the screens for the podcast. So some of it is going to be overflow that we do on Sunday. We'll handle the overflow on Sunday when we do the podcast.
Sure, that's what happened.
That's the story I got from Tom. Who knows what the real case is?
Real case is I could have put more screens in, but I chose not to because it was late, and these two individuals decided to email in at the last second.
So the truth comes out. Tom's a dick fuck fart face, and here we are. We're going to get into mail.
I don't understand. I'm a dick fuck fucker.
What?
Dick fuck fart face.
I should mention I watched a South Park movie recently. Emily had never seen it, so we watched it. And not only was she hysterical the entire time, which just makes me appreciate her so much more, but I'm going to quote the fuck out of it.
Mason said so much mail.
I haven't seen that game in 20 years,
feet.
but I think I can.
It's so
I think
good.
I can throw a few pig fuckers into the conversation for you.
Kids, I doubt Mr. Garrison said, eat penguin shit, you ass spelunker. What did Mason say?
He said there's so much mail like Pat's grinder feed.
Oh, I get it.
It's a homosexual
a play
joke.
on the word male, but also a play on my sexuality. Real highbrow stuff, Mason. Real highbrow stuff.
Do you think Owen Hart was gay?
I do not think that Owen Hart or his wife, Martha, or his several children were gay.
I had a really bad joke that I'm not going to say because that would be interpreted the wrong way.
Okay.
Hashtag wrong heart.
Sons of bitches.
Where's my mouth?
All right. So where were we going?
Mail time.
Mail time.
Maybe if we get there.
We have to. So what's happening right now is we're live for YouTube. We're not recording the podcast. Tom is putting in the intro to Mail Time. When this started, Tom used to do all this editing stuff.
I just recently discovered how to listen to the podcast on the podcast page because I'd been dealing with
I do
fucking YouTube. It's murderous to listen to the podcast on YouTube.
Is it? Why?
Because YouTube just sucks.
Well, and you can't leave the app.
Yeah, you can't leave the app and all of that stuff. It is just But on the podcast page, it's so easy. I just push on the little blue thing, and that's where I wanted to be from the last time.
Mason said, how high do you think Owen's brows were that one day? Tim McCaffrey said, not sure. Thought they got floored. Tim, how many cars are in NASCAR? 43?
40.
I hope there's a 43 car pile up in NASCAR
40.
and they all fucking die.
Oh, no. Pace
40.
car, everything. Bring them all in.
I hope retired racers are there.
You remember a couple of years ago? It was more than a couple of years ago. There was a guy.
Antonio Stewart murdered that dude?
No. Juan Pablo Montoya or something
I remember
like
that
that.
name, Juan Pablo Montoya, yeah.
Yeah. It was a caution lap, and he goes flying around the track, right, to get caught back up. He pitted late, came flying around, and spun and hit one of the jet dryers, and the fucking thing blew up.
I do remember that.
It was wild.
Is he still racing?
No. He got cut because he sucked.
Because he can't avoid obstacles.
Oh, boy.
Who are you texting, Tom?
Pool stuff. Anyway. All right.
Tim said that was great. God damn it, Tim.
All right. So we got a bunch of mail here, and I'll let you guys read it. Some of them are real short because they came from people that don't listen to the show, but, like I said, Pat comes up with a would you rather and sends it out to all his friends. Tom comes up with a would you rather, and he doesn't tell anybody.
Again, I said, if you come up with a would you rather, I will gladly share it with everybody. And then you didn't. I did. But I was prepared to share it with everybody.
I'm saying the week before I did.
For the record, there are several people that I forgot to send it to, and I feel bad.
I bet you do. Maybe they should just listen to the show or get the emails.
That'd be great. So, as a reminder, the would you rather question. Would you rather have your cell phone wiped clean or shared publicly? The entire contents of your cell phone is what's on the line here. Mason said the true fans send the email responses in, quote, too late because you didn't put their emails.
I'm just saying
your emails weren't too late for Sunday's podcast, Mason.
Yeah. They're going to be on Sunday's podcast.
In fact, if anything, you're a little bit early.
Yeah.
We appreciate the early commitment.
Not only that, you got the email on Monday.
Tom, did you answer this question?
No, because we didn't talk about it on there.
So are we going to do ours or are we going to do the emails?
Yeah, we can do ours.
What's your answer?
I don't really have shit on my phone, so just wipe it.
Doobie snacks?
Oh, yeah, wipe it, no problem.
I would wipe mine very, very, very many times before I would ever publicly share the contents of my phone. I
don't see what the big deal. Pat, I think I remember from maybe 2002 to 2007, you'd call me every 6 months just to check in. Or no, I'd call you every 6 months just to check in. And you'd always say, who's this? Right? You were always losing your phone. What's the big deal? And then
I've only lost
I did
one
the same
phone.
thing years later. You would contact me when you were working at Valvoline.
Yes.
You'd call me all the time, and I'd always have to say, who's this? Because I'd lose my phone every 5 minutes. This was before you could put your contacts and all of that onto the cloud and just retrieve it anytime you want to on it. Because my phone is the point.
Because of Apple technology, I have been able to save. I'm 36, so I got my first iPhone probably when I was 20. So I have 16 years worth of incredibly inappropriate conversations, jokes, memes, straight up pornographic photographs.
Oh yeah.
Of a who's who of whores from the fish market. It is not a good idea for my phone to go public. That's why I'm going swiper club.
So Carissa said after the week I had, you're lucky I remembered. Okay, Monday was hell. LOL. So
We're lucky she remembered to send a response at all.
Yeah.
Thank you, Carissa, for being considerate, even though you're having a stressful week. Mason said, Pat, would you rather upload all the contents of your phone or share your internet history? Internet history all day. At least I fall on that sword by my onesies. The contents of my phone, again, very much that is a multi-party bag right there. A lot of people. My internet history, spoiler alert. Well, actually, if it's off of my phone, there's nothing. I have my tablet if I want to do any, dirty dancing with Pamela Henderson.
Or you gonna read his email or?
Yeah, let's do it. So our first email comes from, it says Mud. Oh, I know who Mudrunner is. Our first email comes from Mudrunner, and the answer is, my answer is the same to this as it would be for my butthole. Total transparency. You're welcome to see what you want, but you'll probably cringe at what you see.
Well said.
When I first started reading that, I thought, because he said it's the same as my butthole, I thought he was going to say I'd rather have it wiped clean. And then he went in the opposite direction and was like, no, it's filthy, but take a look.
It's gross.
Gross, Mudrunner. That seems like an appropriate nickname for you. Our next email comes in from Josh. I'm going to leave it at that. Though Josh does have a different name on our show, I'm not going to associate that name with it now because it would expose who he is. But Josh said, clean my phone.
How does he have a different name?
JT said,
If you're going to have random
White.
people email to the show that I don't know and that don't listen.
You do know him.
Well, then have them put their fucking nicknames or something in there. You talking about PNS? Oh.
I don't know why he didn't put that.
Have them put some fucking sort of nickname.
Do I have a nickname?
Doobie. What do you think it was going to be like? Jackrabbit MacGyver?
To
got some crazy
be
name.
fair, I've never called him Doobie. It's always been Doobz.
How many Jackrabbit MacGyvers are there out there?
That's a good point. You may be
Way better.
you may be JRM.
Right
Jackrabbit MacGyver joining us live on the Number 9 with Tommy podcast.
Hey man, it's about time I got some respect.
Blue Streak.
I'm sorry?
This one came from JT.
I read that one.
Oh, okay. Next.
JT said wiped. Moving on to...
Real long-winded guys.
Dip Dizzy Whizzle says, have it wiped clean. I know most of my passwords. Having it open would be a violation of my privacy. Unlike Pat, I am a private person. Pat is one of the best humans I know. I mean, his picture is in the dictionary next to awesomeness. Have a great day. Dip Dizzy.
What the fuck is up with this email?
Hold on. This is 100% factual because the word awesomeness is not a real word. So if my picture's next to it, that means my picture's also not in the dictionary. This is 100% factual. It is next to the word awesomeness in the dictionary. Neither one of them are in there. Dip Dizzy.
I'm not saying that.
I think you did a great job.
I'm not saying that it's not factual. What I'm saying is, what's up with Dip lately? All of a sudden you're awesome. Before he was calling you chicken shit and he was being an asshole towards you, and all of a sudden he's being nice.
It may be because...
Did you give him a suck job or something?
No, but I did force myself to try to eat baby food, vomit everywhere, staple myself multiple times. I mean, maybe we've just won him back over.
Maybe.
You know what? I know what this is. Didn't Dip send us a second email? I feel like I saw 2 emails.
He sure did.
Am I being set up right now?
No, not at all.
What's in the second email? What's in the box?
We're going to get there.
Oh, boy. I feel like that was the only nice one.
You didn't know. You'll understand.
Phoenix wrote in and said, I'd rather have it wiped, much like my dirty ass. Nope, he said, rather have it wiped, much like my ass. Dirty. Mrs. Chunk Dizzle wrote in and said, "Hi, I would rather have all my contents wiped clean. Some things are not meant for other people. I don't need anyone judging me about how many pictures I have of my dogs or of random things for that matter. Plus, it would be like starting with a clean slate. I find it much easier to start from scratch than to get rid of things. LOL. Tom can attest to that." Tom, is Eric a hoarder?
Pat, you see my kitchen counter.
Yeah, but that's not
Dude,
hoarding.
This is a true story. She is a hoarder. This is a true story. So we're moving from the old house to this house. Okay, now I did not. Erica lived in that house before we started dating.
Oh, you know what? I forgot about the other house.
So we're packing up that house, and I'm going through some stuff, and she had shoe boxes full of mail from before she lived in that house.
Yep.
It seems to be only with mail. I don't understand why she holds on to mail for so long.
So she's not really a hoarder. She's just a hoarder for mails.
Yeah, or for mails. Also, she just she does hold on to things like weird. I'm like, throw that fucking away. We're never gonna use it.
Yeah, I get that.
I fucking hate it.
I get your side of it. I'm very much a out of my life. I don't give a fuck what it is. Before we move on, Mason said Dip has been missing, and now he's being nice to Pat. Pat has Dip locked up somewhere.
I would agree.
Is it my basement? Is it my garage? Who knows? M typed in and said, "Definitely wipe clean. Easier ways for me to get fired or get divorced than having my content made public." What a great answer. Erica said, "But as soon as you throw it away, you will need it." Erica, something tells me you do not need a decade-old tax bill.
Facts.
Ooh, here we go.
Okay, so Dip sent in 3 emails.
Oh, there's 3.
So I included the picture that he sent in just because he said this one's going to floor Tommy.
Okay, so this is 2 emails in one.
Yes.
All right. Well, first email, just this writing. It says, "I take full offense to Thami saying only 3 people listen to the podcast. I have listened to everyone. I may not have emailed everyone. That's a large commitment. So I'm not sure I'm willing to do it. I will be dropping off Patrick a surprise for you. Thami, have a great day, Dip Dizzy." I don't know the way that's worded. I will be dropping off Patrick a surprise for you.
Meaning he's going to be dropping something off at
I'm
your residence.
On you?
I don't know, son. It's probably that fucking taser.
It's going to be a torture device. Let's start there.
Yeah.
But is it? It's a surprise for you, like because you get to see me get tortured, or is it like it's a surprise for you because I'm going to surprise you by torturing you with it?
Nah, I don't know.
This is not a one-way street. I mean, this road has multiple lanes on it.
Listen, I just made one comment. It was really that I missed Dip Dizzy's emails, and now he took offense to it. I mean, let's be real. There's only 6 people that listen to the show religiously.
I disagree.
6 people religiously.
We'll find out.
I mean, I can name them right now.
Go for
it. Mason, Carissa, Erica, you, Dip. I only got 5.
First off, I don't listen to the show religiously, so 4. We went the wrong way on that one. Second, Doobie listens.
But not religiously. He just said that when he got here.
He said for a month straight he's been listening to every episode.
Every episode. 63 episodes.
No, come on. Nobody's got that kind of time.
Dip has listened to them all.
Well, he's a nobody, apparently.
I mean, I have multiple podcasts that I've listened to hundreds of episodes of.
Yeah.
So you do have that time driving around.
Well, and Phobic, he's not religious, but he's here often.
That's 5. Blue Thunder, Blue Lightning, Blue Squish.
I'll put myself in that category often.
Okay.
Blue Shield.
It's not Blue Shield.
Blue Ranger.
Justice.
Blue Ranger.
So that's 6. Somehow we got back to the original number. This isn't good. Assy Magoo.
Oh, no, 7. Griff. Griff listens to every single show.
Griff. Tim is 8.
Who?
McCaffrey.
He doesn't listen to every show.
Motherfucker, he's live on every show.
No, he's not. Not every show.
He's live on most of the shows.
Are we really debating on how shitty your show is? Is that what we're
It's not much of a debate. I win. It's pretty shitty.
Agreed.
I don't know the show.
So anyway, let's get back to this picture. So Dip sent this in. He thought that this was going to upset me.
Yeah.
And what it is he is a she is a he. He impregnated she, who is now basically the man in the photo used to be a woman. The woman in the photo used to be a man. The man impregnated the used to be woman, and now the used to be woman is having their kids. This doesn't floor me. This is normal everyday life. Do I agree with it? Not really, but I mean, at least, like, in some sense, you can look at it as they're heterosexual, right?
Yes, I would say they both identify as heterosexual.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Which, that to me in itself is kind of weird with this whole trans thing. But again, I don't understand it. It doesn't floor me. I just, like, it, if anything, gives me a headache. But it also says at the bottom, Dr. Seuss's new children stories coming soon. Because that's pretty much where we're at.
Well, it's the way it was written. It's Dr. Seuss's new children's stories coming soon because it's written, he is a she and she is a he. He impregnated she, who is now a he, but is really a she because only she could get a pregnant and not he. So it's the writing that really sells the Dr. Seuss point.
Back to what we were arguing about that nobody listens to the
Erica
show.
says there's 7 people watching right now.
We said that Phobic said damn hurt. Mason goes, speaking of 7, Erica, you heard about the 7 Days to Die stuff is crazy. Mason doing a little self promo of our Twitch channel, number 9 Gaming on Twitch.
# free ads.
McCaffrey said, I missed the last 3. What the fuck? Well, those were 3 that were important shows. And Erica said, yes, I heard about it. Tom was upset about the backpack. Thankfully, he found it. For those of you that don't watch, I lost my backpack.
Did you lose your knapsack, buddy?
Dude, I got killed. And I'll tell it after we're done with mail, but it's pretty good. So here we go into this one. Oh, this one, somebody, Pat clearly texted this person so they don't listen or get the email. And there's, I don't know who it was, but this is available to the public.
That would be Blue Justice. Blue Justice available to the public.
Oh.
So the one person who is in law enforcement is like, fuck it, you can make my shit public. That's a testament to his, his right side of the lawfulness.
Mason also wants me to throw out there that only 17 more followers on Twitch and we hit affiliate.
Nice.
And I got the same text.
Because I sent that text to a ton of people.
You sent that to my wife? Who? Okay.
I went down a list, Tom. I got a list.
You're so fucking weird. All right, so that's it for mail time. I want to thank everybody for emailing in. We already got some mail for the next episode. Pretty excited about that. All right.
You want to try this fucking luscious melon? It's
No, if my wife is watching, which I know
it says green #1, but it used to be called something else.
I know that my wife is watching and she brought down my vape juice and a battery, I would be forever grateful.
What's that, Erica? Tom's mic just cut out and you didn't hear what he said? No big deal. Don't worry about it. So now he's putting the outro to mail time. So the intro is the Blue's Clues song. The outro is the Eminem snippet.
I'm also adding
Nice out.
the beautiful ad read.
Oh, he's putting in an ad read. Whose?
Whatever one we labeled the beginning one.
Okay. Boy, that takes a lot of space.
It's really just like a minute, 2 minutes. It's like Sheryl Crow's song.
I don't quite understand. Erica said day.
The other day, maybe? She said Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Gotcha. Wait, hold on. What did we miss? Because she said Happy St. Patrick's Day, then there was something under it. She said Happy St. Patrick's Day. Mason said Pat sent it to me while I was standing next to you. The email. Or the text. And Erica said day to finish her previous statement, and Mason said it's like a Sheryl Crow song. What Sheryl Crow song is that like?
What a saint.
I don't really know a lot about Sheryl Crow. Miss Washington.
I don't need one of those. I don't need one.
Look at you, you overachiever.
Well, but that
I
one
like your St. Patrick's Day shirt. Very festive of you.
You're the best, honey. Oh, the dogs had to come down and see Doobz because they didn't get to see him before.
Rex.
Hey, upstairs.
Nope, not interested, shit ass. Mason said the one with Kid Rock. I saw your picture today. Great song.
Saw your picture. Anyway. All right. We're back in business. So real quick, Pat, before we go any further, let me tell you about the 7 Days to Die game.
I'm ready.
Have you heard about this game yet? So we fight off zombies every 7 days. There's a horde in the game. And you get attacked by zombies for like 4 hours in game time.
The only knowledge I have of this game is you talking about it.
Okay. So Mason and I, so the map in this game is huge, right? And there's different, I forget what they call them, but there's different like landscapes, right? Like there's a burned out area, there's a desert, we're in like a green area, but you can travel to all these places, right?
That's neat.
So me and Mason go over to the desert because we wanted to mine some lead, right? To make bullets, ammo and shit.
Okay.
And we end up looting this building, this big skyscraper. I forget the name of it. So we're going up, and some funny shit happened. Like Mason died to a landmine. It's fucking hilarious. He hopped up on a counter, and there's these little cooking pots, and he hit one, blew him up, dude. I just immediately started laughing.
That's pretty awesome.
The problem is that when you die, you drop your backpack with everything in it.
Right.
If you have a bedroll down, you spawn on the bedroll. So when we go to a place like this, we put the bedroll down. So we spawn outside the building.
Makes
if
sense.
not, you would spawn at your house, and our house is far the fuck away.
Yeah.
So, but now you got to come into a building with nobody in, with nothing.
Yeah.
Right? No weapons, no nothing. So, and we're up on like the 8th or 9th floor or something like that. So now Mason has to run back through this fucking maze of a broken down building to get to where we're at. So he gets there, whatever. So I eventually end up dying, right? Because Mason, it's 100% Mason's fault what happened, but he puts down his block, I miss a jump, and I die, right? So now I go back and I get my back. But now Mason continued to go up more floors, and I can't figure out how he did it. So I'm running around this floor, and there's zombies everywhere,
Yeah.
right? And I'm shooting them, but I'm running out of bullets, whatever. I get backed into a corner, and I die. So I'm frustrated. I go back into the building. I get back up onto the floor, and I cannot find my back. And I forgot that I got backed into that corner and died because I was so amped up about what was happening and dying again. I had to go back and watch my Facebook feed the next day to figure out where my bag was, and then go back and get my bag.
That's pretty funny. So did you check all the same places 50 times? Like,
Yeah, dude, I
must have missed it.
I was running around in circles because it shows you an icon on the map, but I'm trying to find it. I'm like, where the fuck is? I'm up a floor too high. I'm down a floor too low. I'm up a floor. Like I kept missing the floor it was on.
Yeah.
And then I finally figured it out. It took for fucking.
That's pretty great.
Mason said classic Tom Mason. So yeah, and then so we got on last night, and him and I went and did the Snowy Mountains a little bit. Mason started making some more stuff, and Saturday night, if you tune in, we will within probably an hour of streaming hit another horde. So we're pretty excited about that, which will lead into more looting and stuff like that. And Sunday we'll hit another horde probably if we end up streaming. So pretty exciting. Anyway, did you want to do these things that you sent in to me real quick? Or?
Here's what I want to do. I want to go out of order because we can do the memes that we've kicked around since the last podcast. We can do the new segment, How Floridian Is That? Anytime. What we don't have every time is Doobie McDoobiesnack on the show, live, ready to answer 9 questions on the number 9 with Tommy. So let's skip to that.
Okay.
And maybe Doobie sent us an article about a week ago. Maybe we can cover that afterwards. And I think we're actually going to be a little over at that rate. And we'll do the memes and the new segment, How Floridian Is That? Next time we do a podcast.
I love the sounds of that.
How Floridian is that?
Yeah, well, that's
dude, I'm
gonna
so
be
fucking
fantastic.
excited for it. Oh my god, the first one is a fucking barn burner. Who's that? Is that Miss Washington again?
No, that was Little Child.
Oh, the one who's going to be on Sunday's podcast?
I haven't asked him yet if you want to be on, but I'm down to have him on.
Whoops.
We changed.
Colin!
he changed his own bedtime. Hey, Colin, come on down here. So he changed his own bedtime to 8:15
From
8:45 or 8:50 in his eyes. Remember the last Wednesday? Yeah.
two things. One, would you like to be on the podcast on Sunday? Second, why did you change your bedtime a half hour earlier? Or is that what we're covering on Sunday?
No, we can talk about it right now.
Talk to me.
Because I'm going to school.
Oh,
Speak up so the people at home can hear you.
you're in actual public school full time,
Yes.
and you're how many years old?
12.
Okay. So at 12 years old, do you feel like 8:15 is the appropriate bedtime?
That's the time I go take a shower.
He goes up and takes a shot because if I
Oh,
don't,
there's nothing wrong with the kid having a routine.
well, listen, if I don't make him take showers, he will not shower for days.
Been there, bro.
Same could be true to me, though.
Oh boy.
That's true. If I didn't have to go to work, who knows what would
I
happen.
feel you, man. I mean,
Can we talk about
Don't stick up for it.
Colin right now has a fresh ass red shoe, red hoodie combo.
And it's totally by accident.
Yo, your boy is dressing fresh. He's back in school full time. He's got a bedtime routine. This kid's on fucking point right now.
Pat, you want to talk about dressing fresh?
Look at him.
You want to talk about it? Colin, what did you
He
wear to
looks
school
like Marty
yesterday?
McFucking Fly.
Listen, Colin, what did you wear to school yesterday?
T-shirt and a hoodie.
For those of you who cannot hear Colin because he doesn't listen, he said he wore a t-shirt and then he giggled.
I wore a T-shirt, a hoodie, and sweatpants.
A t-shirt, hoodie, and sweatpants, like Eminem in the late 90s, early
Like
2000s.
a classic fucking Torrington kid.
no, that's pretty much the style. It disgusts me.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
like,
my
Kids,
son is not
all
allowed.
the kids I see, they wear those freaking jogger pants. Like,
Colin's not allowed to
if
wear
I
those
went to school in the type of pants and stuff that kids wear to school now,
your
there
parents
would be
beat
some name called.
oh my God. And there wasn't any, like, anti-bullying laws or anything back then.
No.
I had enough trouble with my
Yeah,
broken
you know the
glasses
whole-
with tape on them. I can't imagine if I wore sweatpants, too.
There's an act that was passed that protects, we'll call it the outcasts of school society. It's called the No Child Left Behind Act, and it protects you guys from a lot of different things. We had no such thing. You know who was left behind? The kids who dressed like the kids today got left behind in our generation and picked on.
I don't think that one had anything to do with bullying.
What's that?
I don't think the No Child Left Behind.
Yeah, it was about grades.
I'm sure
Pat.
there had to be something in there.
Probably
It was
a little bit.
I mean, it even included lunch and gym. I'm sure it had something to do with bullying.
Colin now gets lunch and breakfast at school. For free.
It's
The
not-
whole
it's not
district.
like it's not like that big a thing.
I'm sorry, it's not that big a thing that you get fucking free breakfast.
And
Tell
free
that to
lunch.
the person who drinks a fucking protein shake
It's-
because he's a big fat piece of shit. Tell you about free breakfast. That is a big fucking deal, Colin.
You know, it's not fair.
What's that?
My breakfast every morning is like a Dr. Pepper and some ho-hos.
Oh,
Tells
no
it.
good. No bueno.
Look at him. He's real thin.
Tom's drooling right now. Oh
Yeah.
my god, ho-ho.
Dude, this is... I don't want to
I'm
get too far off the
I'm
rails,
an
but-
underweight welterweight right now.
Before Erica married Tom was seriously considering proposing to Little Debbie. That's a true story. He's so in love with snack cakes.
No. It's the Nutter Butters, dude. Nutter Butters
I'm
is
sorry.
fucking slamming.
And that's right.
Tom was
Nutter
gonna marry
Butters is
Nut.
Another one of my favorite.
Today, man. So
And I
somebody
also
mentioned...
discovered recently that Cumberland Farms has a giant soft pretzel like this that's packed with cream cheese.
I knew they had soft pretzels. I did not know you could get a soft pretzel with cream cheese. I would get one with butter.
No, it's cream cheese is inside of it. It's like stuffed crust pizza, except a pretzel with cream cheese.
Interesting. Is it
Sounds
good?
amazing.
Oh, it's very good.
Okay. Colin, if you'd like to be relieved, you are welcome. I just wanted to see if you want to be on the show on Sunday. So Sunday, just to be clear, we have Colin Mother effing Washington. We have a slew of memes. We have How Floridian is that? We have the overflow of email. It's going to be a good show on Sunday.
It's going to be wild. So real quick, you can go to bed now. Go take a shower. I love you. Good
It's
night.
8:20.
Mason said his bedtime's always been 8:50, and we all know that. He also said it's going to be our craziest sword yet, back to the 7 days thing. But anyway, real quick before we get into Doobz's questions here. So my driver at work today had to be picked up in Plainville.
Sure.
Right by Frankie's. And as soon as he said...
Oh, is that why I got my phone call?
From who?
You.
Oh, about Frankie's?
Yeah.
Yes. So I immediately start reminiscing of Frankie's and the Mondo Burger. It's
Mondo Burger. Hashtag free ads all day on this podcast for some reason. If you live in Connecticut and can go to a Frankie's and you've never tried a Mondo Burger, go get a fucking Mondo Burger.
So good. So good.
It's like a double bacon heaven burger.
It's amazing. So now my mouth is watering for a Mondo Burger, and I couldn't get anybody to go get me one. And I'm not driving to Waterbury or Plainville. Like, it's not that important because I have, guess what, a Burger King right up the road, and I got the app. So what do I get today? First off, anybody that's down to eat fast food, which, by the way, total mistake. Do I feel like shit since I've eaten this? Because I've been eating healthier and trying to lose some weight.
He says that.
Wednesdays are Whopper Wednesdays, and you can get a Whopper for $1, or a double Whopper for $2, or a fucking triple Whopper for $3.
That's not
with
true.
the app.
Is
Yes,
that true?
Yes, it is.
You can get a Trace
God
Whopper
bless
for $3.
America.
Yes. So now, but it gets even better with the app, and I don't know if this is a promotion that they're doing all the time or it's just on Wednesdays. $6 large double Whopper meal.
Whew.
So you get the large fry, the
Or
large
onion ring.
or onion ring.
At Burger King, you have choices.
Yeah. Ah, so
Dude,
fat.
their zesty sauce for the onion rings, fucking great. On point. Mason said he's been eating healthy, and I felt real bad for mentioning the Mondo.
For real. Like, I was texting my wife, and I told her my mouth was salivating at the thought of eating that Mondo Burger.
Yeah. But Frankie's, dude, like their curly fries were really fucking good. Their chili dogs, really fucking good. Their hot dogs, really fucking good. Their nachos, really fucking, it's just like the round tortilla chips with the hot yellow cheese sauce. But, it's like cheap junk food, but it's always consistently good. Like 7-Eleven nachos, same shit.
Yeah.
God, Frankie's is the shit.
Yeah. Anyway.
Fuck me.
Eric made corned beef and cabbage tonight. I don't eat cabbage.
Corned beef.
But I'll definitely be having some cabbage after the show. Let's get this, we're way behind schedule. Usually we're down by now.
Usually we're what?
We're getting done by now. We're an hour into being live on YouTube. Only like 35 minutes in because of your mess up with the mic.
Erica said, apparently the Whopper was so much better than the chef's salad that was packed for his lunch. Self-snitch. Mason said, Erica, he just wanted it his way.
Facts. So anyway, let's get into these questions.
Doobie, are you ready to answer some questions?
I suppose so.
All right. Did you look at the list of questions? Did you prepare some of your answers? Not in their entirety, but...
Yeah, like I told you, there was one that was giving me a little trouble, and it was the weirdest one to give me trouble. I think that could have given me trouble.
I would have to agree with that. All right, so we're going to go right in order.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Number 9 with Tommy podcast, live, 9 questions with Doobie McDoobiesnack. Number 1, a sex story that is sure to make some jaws drop. Do you have a sex story for us, Doobz?
Actually, all 4 of my children were conceived by immaculate conception. So,
Okay.
Yeah. No, I've actually got a very good one for you.
I'm ready.
And my wife will love this because it doesn't involve her. So,
Perfect. Way to set the stage. I like it.
Wait. So I lived in Waterbury for a little while.
I'm sorry.
Waterbury.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Believe it or not. Okay. And a couple friends came over one day, and they were excited to show me the new the new herb that they discovered.
Okay.
And I was going to go into the kitchen and get some drinks. And when I returned, they had started smoking one of the glass pieces they found in my living room.
Okay.
And I had to immediately stop them because I had to remind them what that piece looked like. And when it dawned on them that the piece looked like a penis,
Okay.
I had to tell them what I had done with it the previous night.
Oh, yes.
So two of my very dear friends came to the realization that they were smoking vagina crusties
It's awesome.
from
Pinky Krinkles. Oh, my God.
from the previous evening, and I got to say that they weren't too excited about that.
This is the first time we've been able to use the term Pinky Krinkle on the podcast.
Pinky Krinkle, I like that.
Well, it's, Fudgie Krinkles on the other end, so.
Hey, Pat, write that down.
What's that?
Pinky Krinkle.
Pinky, that might be the name of the podcast?
It's not a bite, Pat. That's the name of the podcast.
Pinky
Or the name of the episode.
Krinkles.
Pinky Krinkles.
We'll find out. We'll see what number 2 brings us. Who knows? That's a fucking great story. Doobz, number 2. Is there something that just grinds your gears? Chaps your ass?
Motor's your boat.
Motor's my boat. You know what really grinds my gears?
What's that?
I don't have a good one. Just general life at this point.
Fair.
It's hard to know what to do with yourselves. There's no matter what you do, you're always wrong, and
Facts.
it gets upsetting.
Tom, I'm working on, to his point, you're always wrong. I am working on something that I'm going to have to run by you. It was originally going to be a surprise for you.
Surprise!
Yeah, it's no longer going to be a surprise because I'm so deep in the weeds on it that this went from I wanted to prove a point that would take 5 minutes, not to you, but in general. Actually, you'll fully agree with my point. But I got so deep into the weeds and I became so passionate about this 5-minute project that I worked on it from the time I got home last night to the time I went to bed last night. And now I'm going to have to bring it to you and be like, do you want to spend like a half hour, 45 minutes on this fucking thing?
Yeah, anything that we have that's a half hour, 45 minutes is an entire episode at that point.
That's what I'm
because
saying.
we're
It's a
going to get
whole
off the
episode.
fucking rails. I mean, we just went off the rails about Burger King and
To be fair,
my kid going to
a
bed.
fucking $2 double Whopper, bro. A $3 triple Whopper, bro.
I'm with you, bro.
That statement alone is off the fucking hinges.
I'm pretty excited about the $6
I'm about
meal.
to break my fucking diet.
And
There's a
usually-
Burger King. I could hit fucking Burger King with a rock from where I live.
I know, it's so exciting.
Oh, man.
Dude, you know what else they're pumping out over there? Not to keep we're fucking just bumping up
At
Burger
Burger
King.
King?
The meal deals, dude.
There's more?
The meal deals? You haven't seen the meal deals that they're
Fuck,
running
we
on
gotta
this
get Burger
app?
King as a sponsor.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was just about to say,
Look at
are you
this
guys
app.
making?
I want to point out,
money?
one, we are not sponsored by the BK Lounge. But two, if anybody listens to Dane Cook, please appreciate that reference. Two, I hold Burger King above McDonald's. Never mind anybody else in the debate, fucking Sonic and fucking Wendy's and all that bullshit. Burger King is better than McDonald's. And Burger King used to have the best fast food french fries around. I don't hold that to be true anymore. Now
All
I'm
right,
going
so
on
check out
curly
this.
fries.
The big bundle, okay? 3 Whoppers, 3 cheeseburgers, 3 4-piece nuggets, 3 small soft drinks. Guess how much that is, Pat?
I mean, that's enough to feed a family. I'm going to say
That
30
sounds
bucks.
like 3 bypass surgeries to me.
$13.99.
$13.99. Whew.
2 Junior Whopper meals, smalls, with fries and drinks.
$5.99.
$5.
$5. This one's my favorite. 3 Whopper sandwiches, 3 cheeseburgers, 3 small fries.
Okay. You got to get the Diet Coke with that one. Watch your calories.
Coke Zeros. How much do you think that is, Pat?
I'm going to so it's 6 sandwiches, 3 fries.
Yeah.
I'm going to say $12.
13. $12.99.
Whew, that's fucking ridiculous.
Oh, they got rid of they had a real big one on here for a while, dude. It was like $19, but it was like
it was like all the food we have in stock.
and just
for the
that she
day.
believed me. Look at that. Whopper Wednesday, $1 Whopper, $2 double Whopper, $3 triple Whopper, $5 Whopper
How
meal.
long is that promotion? If you click on that, can you see how long that promotion is going to
It's
last?
every Wednesday,
But for how many Wednesdays, bro?
forever. It's every Wednesday on their app.
This is
Only on their app.
I used to have the Burger King app. I don't remember
Since
that.
we're on this subject, I would like to change my grinds my gear answer, and really help the public out there because Subway is a fucking bastard. I haven't gone to Subway since you and I worked at Subway together. I have not had a Subway sandwich.
It was a wonderful
But
time.
I was starving at work the other day, and it was the only thing around.
That was
Guess how much a 6-inch sandwich and a 20-ounce fountain drink cost?
$10.
probably.
Yeah, $10.
Yeah.
I didn't even get a bag of chips with it.
Yeah. It's fucking brutal. I go in there and drop $20 every time.
I love the steak and cheese at Subway. I'm sorry, the steak, egg, and cheese.
I just want to throw
They
this
have
out.
egg now.
When you and I were there, you could get 3 footlongs for $9.99
Yep.
on Tuesday
Yep.
evening.
Jeez, what a deal. Here's another one. 5-piece French toast sticks, $1.
God damn it.
Yes, Erica, even the Torrington Burger King. Wait,
Eric is so excited for Burger King right now. Eric, I feel you.
Anyway, number 3.
Only on question number 3.
This is the one that stumped Doobz.
Really?
Doobz, a movie recommendation for Tom and I to watch and review.
All right. I don't know if you're going to be able to watch this one. It's one of the new Disney movies. You might only be able to find it on Disney+.
You've already lost me, but I do have Disney Plus.
Okay. So this movie, I don't know, it just hit a lot of things that held true in my life or whatever. It touched a lot of soft spots. And I'm also a big music fan. So if you get the chance to sit down and watch the movie Soul, I think that's a good movie to watch.
Like
Even
S-O-U-L?
S-O-U-L. Even though it's one of these children's animated movies, they always carry something for the adults. And this one was especially laden with messages and
references.
themes. Yes, absolutely.
I
gotta
will say
tell
this.
you.
Emily is a Disney fanatic, so I'm going to double time. I'm going to do Tom the favor of watching the movie for our podcast, but I'm also going to sell it as a favor to Emily for watching a Disney movie.
I don't think you'll be disappointed.
I am already very unexcited.
Okay.
I can promise you this. I don't have Disney Plus. I'm not watching.
Carissa said Soul was great, but Carissa also wants another child and thinks dogs are great. So we don't agree on quite a few things.
Dude.
What? I already know what you're thinking.
Is it about T-Dog?
No. Never mind.
We were talking about something at work the other day.
Yeah.
I forgot what it was. And we've talked about this on the show about Carissa, what she used to do for a living.
Yep.
And what the fuck?
Carissa used to dance for money.
Yes. And T-Dog.
Before she danced, she took her clothes off.
Yes. T-Dog.
She was a stripper. Carissa was a stripper.
T-Dog.
Mason's in love with a stripper.
Are you going to get the story out?
Go ahead.
So T-Dog said something to the fact that basically strippers are fucking disgusting and nothing is ever...
And Mason was there.
So Mason's there, right? So I'm like, I'm dying, right? I'm laughing at him. And I go, man, what would you think about somebody's wife that you may know that used to be a stripper? And he goes, well, she has some fucking issues. And he's like, we're laughing or whatever. And then Mason's like, and I finally like pointed at Mason. I'm like, your wife used to be a stripper. And he goes, I wasn't even fucking thinking of that. Oh, it's fucking hilarious.
The way Chris
She said I was a
Remember
stripper.
last
I was
time we
like,
had lunch together, a random lunch?
Carissa said I was a stripper and a good one at that, so whatever. Fair.
Fair enough.
You stand up for yourself, sweetheart. I like it. You were saying the last time we had a random lunch.
Yep.
Where was that?
You pulled one of these bait and move conversations. I don't know where we were. We must have been in Thomaston somewhere.
Okay.
Because you were like, did you hear that so-and-so bought so-and-so's house that we used to hang out at a lot?
Yeah.
And what was my response? That's a shame. He's a fucking douchebag.
Yeah.
And then I turned around and I was like, Pat, are you for real? That's fucking douchebag's wife sitting behind us at the table. Like, did you do that to me on purpose?
I had no clue who his wife was. I had never met her.
Like,
That's
what
awesome.
the fuck?
He's cutting a fucking promo on the dude, and his wife's sitting 5 feet from us.
That's fucking awesome.
Classic Pat and Doobz.
All right, number 4.
Number 4. Doobz, do you have a would you rather that we can send to all the number niners and get some good feedback on?
All right. Here's my would you rather. Would you rather? Man, I forgot how I was going to word it.
You want to come back to this?
Yeah, let's come back to that one. I got to remember how I was going to word it.
All right. If you need the pen and paper at any point, just give me a signal. Number 5. A story of any sort that taught you an important message.
So I didn't get to ask you about that.
Wait, time out. Are
There's
you
this-
gonna cue the Memories with a Silver Lining music for this segment?
If you want me to.
Is there gonna be a silver lining with this?
I can make it.
Way back Wednesday, cue that fucking music, Tommy. While Tommy's cueing that, you had a question.
No, well, I'm okay. We'll keep moving on.
To the would you rather?
What? No. This one. What?
No. This is going to take him 2 seconds. Are we going to do the would you rather?
No. The one that we.
I mean,
just
the
talking
short
about.
story. Yeah.
Yeah, the short story. Yeah.
You don't have a question about it now?
No.
Okay. I'm so excited to get the Silver Lining fucking theme music back for just an episode. Are we a go? Doobie at the click. All right, Doobz. So you're gonna hit us with a story with a silver lining. I'm super excited.
All right. So I remember when I was a little kid, I got a math project, not a school project, that I brought home. And the project was discover the difference between potential and reality. Okay. So I went around the house and I was asking my parents. I asked my father, I said, Dad, I need to know the difference between potential and reality. And he told me, well, go ask your brother go ask your mother if she would have sex with Brad Pitt for $1 million. I said, okay. So I went and I asked my mother. What do you think my mother said?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. He's a beautiful man and it's $1 million. So I went back and I told my father. And he said, well, what did you learn? I said, Dad, I fucking learned, I learned nothing. Well, go ask your sister the same question. I said, okay. So I asked my sister. I won't use her name, but I asked her, you know her?
Yep.
Would you have sex with Brad Pitt for $1 million?
If I was to give your sister a nickname, it would be Rocky Raccoon.
Okay, fair enough. Rocky Raccoon, will you have sex? What do you think she said? Of course.
Absolutely.
All right. So the final mission was to ask my brother the same question. And my brother hemmed and hawed for a little bit, but ultimately he decided $1 million is worth sucking a dick.
Okay.
All right. So
it is fucking Brad Pitt. I'm just
right.
saying.
And if you're going to suck a dick, it's Brad Pitt's dick.
Yeah.
So anyways, I returned to my father with all of that information, and he says, well, do you know the difference between potential and reality now? And I said, Dad, I still have no clue. None of that has anything to do with the question. And he said, well, you see, son, potentially we're sitting on $3 million. But realistically, we live with 2 whores and a faggot.
Oh my fucking God!
So the silver lining, the silver lining is that things don't always appear what they, that's what I learned that day.
Oh my God! Not in a million light years did I see us going in that direction. Holy shit!
Anyway.
I'd like to point out that Doobz's dad was born in a different generation and that we do not agree with the liberal use of the F word in the context that he displayed it. Doobz was directly quoting the man.
Hold on a second, don't record it. I'm going to go back and bleep that out.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I don't. I'm only joking.
I feel like he's not joking.
Who?
You.
I've said it live on YouTube before.
Oh, I know. Tim McCaffrey said that was great.
Sorry about that.
Oh, trust me, Tim McGravy's all on board with you. All right, ready?
Yes.
What we got, number 6?
Unless you're ready for the Would You Rather.
No, give me one more second.
Number 6. That was the most embarrassing moment of your life. Now, I will say this. Doobz is the king of foot in your mouth, just stumble on your kindness. Doobz is the guy who's going to get killed by a car that veers off the road while he's changing somebody else's tire. Doobz is that fucking guy. He has horrible luck. So I can only imagine how embarrassing the most embarrassing moment of your life is going to be.
That's a fair statement that I've had terrible luck. But I think the most important, I've come to deal with that. So those moments are less embarrassing for me. I think really the most embarrassing moment of my life, I was horrified because everything affects you in high school, right?
Yeah.
So you might have been present for this moment.
I hope so.
We were throwing the discus.
Yep.
Okay. And you remember the rules. Once you step into the circle, you've got 30 seconds to make a throw.
Yep.
You got to not go over the thing. You got to walk out the back, so on and so forth. So as soon as I stepped into the circle, I felt the most urgent fart in the world. And I mean, there was nothing that I could do about it. So I had 30 seconds and I'm warming up and I'm going, and I go through my thing and I let that discus rip, right? And as I release and everything. Oh my God. And the judge makes the comment of, whoa, that thing's got a jet booster on it or some fucking thing like that. Yo, and it did. That motherfucker went like 190 feet out of bounds. Motherfucker. That would have been like state third longest distance in the fucking state that year or something. It was a fucking ridiculous throw. And I was horrified, man. There were so many cute girls standing around in their little track girl shorts and everything.
Track uniforms in high school were really the cat's meow. It was a very exciting time for us. Unfortunately, Alan and TJ Williams had the shortest shorts of all. Real nice guys.
Nice. They're not listening. Don't worry.
TJ may listen from time to time.
Yeah, maybe.
I think I've got him on the hook. That's fucking fantastic. What the fuck just happened?
I don't know.
Tom just nodded at me like a serial killer nods at its future prey. Tom, am I the first of your kills?
Definitely won't be the last.
All right. Are you ready to do the Would You Rather?
Yes, I'm ready, okay?
All right.
Because I was thinking about this at work. I was getting paid to do this instead.
Welcome to my world.
And work is horrific, right? So this one's going to be about work. Would you rather be transported back in time to the worst job you've ever performed, or be transported in time to a job you've never performed? Okay, so either picture going back to being a Kirby salesman or something.
Okay, first off, those Kirby's sell themselves, and I had a blast.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Well, anyways.
That's why you're still doing it, right?
Whatever your worst job is, he has a time machine gun, he points it at you, he's transported you back in time to the worst job you've ever had, or he can set it to transport you to, say, he drops you into being a preschool teacher with 16 wild preschoolers in the classroom.
What? You just beat the shit out and tell them.
I was just going to say, if they put me in a preschool with 16 wild children who weren't listening, I would become Pat McAfee, the greatest punter of all time.
Okay, so there you go. There's
the
the
greatest punter of all time.
there's the circumstances though. Horrific job. The known horror or the potential horror.
Okay. The fear of the unknown far greater than the fear of the known, or the
I
difficult.
think I finally worded that.
I like it.
At least communicated the idea.
Tom, do you have an answer for this?
Which one I'd rather?
Yep.
No, I don't know.
I will say this. I'm a pretty happy-go-lucky guy all the time. So the worst job I've ever had wasn't that fucking bad for me. I would take that. But there was a job I had. I did it for just about 24 hours before I was graciously asked to never return to work.
That's happened to me, but not at jobs, just at random social gatherings.
Well, this was. Do you remember?
please don't come back here.
Do you
Continue.
remember the very popular pizza restaurant hangout that we would all go to?
That I got a haircut in while other people were dining at?
The one where Doobz where Dirtbag used to shove his nuts through the pizza boxes and then open them
I know what we're
and say,
talking
"Did you
about."
order the special?"
Yeah.
Yeah. So the one where
Is
Dirtbag.
this place
Could
still
you
open?
imagine?
Oh yeah, it's a
under
different
new
restaurant,
ownership
but
now.
yes. Dirtbag and DT
Oh,
used
they're closed
to,
now.
huh?
They're closed now. It's a totally different type of food.
Yeah, it's a
in
different
that place
restaurant.
Yeah, so they're no longer open.
Right.
Yeah,
I can't see why.
now. Mhm.
yeah. The inmates ran the asylum for sure. To be fair, the owner was Yoda's older brother, so he
Fair
didn't
enough.
have much
He just
control.
liked that people were in his establishment.
He was trying one time. This old man, okay, is talking to me about Dirtbag, and what he wants to say is that all the fucking kid does is talk about dicks and vaginas. All he does is potty humor. He shoves his nuts through the pizza boxes. He like makes mushroom prints out of dough, and then is like holding them up for the owner. He's like, "Isn't this funny?" So he's not there, and I'm like, "How's my boy Dirtbag?" And the owner at I'm gonna say 113 is like, "He's a sexy boy." I'm like, "Huh?" Like, he's very sexy. I'm like, "Her? What? How do you mean sexy?" And he's like, with the penis jokes all the time. The penis. He's very sexy with the penis. And I'm like, he has no fucking clue. I just kept going for as long as I possibly could before he was just tired of talking to me. This man used to fucking bare arm. He had short sleeve shirts. He had like chef apron. He was a legit fucking pizza chef. He would roll the shit up to his shoulder and just fucking like arm mix the sauce. Yeah. Fucking gross.
We could do an entire series on stories that came out of
the pizza restaurant.
Yeah, the pizza restaurant.
It's fucking
Well, and I mean, throw Subway and all of the food establishments that we worked
There was, on any given evening, there was 17 underage children funneling free alcohol
Yep.
in the kitchen where they prepare the food.
True story. We made our own food. Like when we went there, we didn't.
The
order,
old
we just
man would
walked in
show
the
up and be
back.
like, "Where did those 6 boxes of Franzia I dropped off yesterday go?"
"Thank you, sir."
total.
Like, we sold all those. He's like, "You made $30 last
There
night."
we go. There's another product promo for you. I don't know if they make Franzia anymore, but maybe you can get $1 off of that one.
So a kid had gotten into a fight with Tony and Michael, and as retaliation for getting beat up.
You mean everybody?
Yeah. As retaliation for getting beat up. I can't remember what he did, but he did something to Tony's car. And I said, if I see that kid, I'm knocking the fuck out. So I get hired at the pizza restaurant because everybody else is fucking hanging out there anyways. Might as well work. So it's my first night on the job. This kid who's never fucking walked into that restaurant walks into the restaurant. And I fucking run over and I grab him by his neck. And because he had just made it in the door. So I just launched him by his neck back out the door. And, like he fell over, it's dramatic, blah, blah, blah. But anyways, I turned. And as I turned, I see a cup Like, you know, the hard plastic pizza restaurant cups like they had at Pizza Hut even.
Yeah.
It fucking racked me in the knuckles. And I was like, fuck, what was that? And the girl that I was working with was like, what the fuck are you doing? You can't just fucking beat people up in the pizza restaurant. And I'm like, well, you can't just be a fucking cunt. I got fired immediately. Yeah, first night.
Audacity.
I didn't throw shit at her. No, I was wrong for calling her that. I was annoyed. We're great friends now.
Sure.
I mean, we're friends now. Oh, yeah.
Initials?
I don't know her married last name. She lives in the next town over with her bald husband.
Not important.
Maybe it's me.
Maybe. It's not a big deal. Oh, okay. Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Somebody zoom in on it.
Yeah.
Scribbles.
Anyways,
Anonymous.
the next... Did we lose the entire live audience at this point?
Probably.
Normally,
I'm having fun.
before there were 7 people watching. How many people are watching right now?
I don't know. Just because there's nothing going on in chat doesn't mean nobody's watching.
Are you guys so enthralled with
They
the
are. They are
conversation?
compelled.
Did Doobie dropping the F-bomb make people exit the show?
Really?
We got 6 people watching. But
I ended another party.
Quick roll call. Give us a shout. Oh, Carissa's on. Erica's on.
it's 6 people, bro.
Okay.
The max we had was 7. We're good.
Okay. Just making sure. So maybe you guys are just really enjoying yourselves, and we appreciate that.
Or maybe y'all fall asleep. Who knows?
Dude, next question. Now, there's 2 questions that go hand in hand. I'm going to swippy swap them because I think the second one is less entertaining than the first one. So I'm going to hit you with that one first. Carissa said, I'm still here, and no, I'll let it slide this time. Mason said, that F-bomb hit harder than Owen Hart's head. Hashtag still got it. Hashtag wrong heart. Mason, fuck you. That's 2. Doobz, the best moment of your life. Now, Doobie, you already, we have established you have like 17 kids, so don't say the day your first kid was born.
Yeah. Okay. The best moment of my life, other than my children being born. Yeah, now you stumped me.
Is that what your answer is going to be?
Of course, that's the obvious answer. How could I go in public and not say that my kid's being born?
Well, because
the next best moment.
I was alive for that too. It really wasn't that big of a fucking deal.
Probably the next biggest moment. Life-changing. What are we talking about? Best moment?
Best moment of your life.
Best moment of my life maybe ended up being my shoulder surgery.
I didn't even know you had shoulder surgery.
Yeah.
There was a period of time where Dovis and I, not that we weren't talking to each other, but we had I was married, he was married, everything was separate.
Yeah. So anyways, it wasn't that long. That was that's what transitioned me from the roof to the office. And I was finally able to
use your brain.
Yeah, use my brain, live a semi. Because I used to be 235, 240.
Yeah, me too.
So I mean,
I went the other way on that.
That was a big deal.
So nice.
I became a happier, more content, easier going person.
Okay, sure. Without the physical strain.
Right.
To be fair, what some people would consider stressful or really racking their brain and getting fucking migraines is kind of like basic math for you. I mean, to be fair, I understand that you claim you're not as smart as you are.
Well, math was a difficult subject for me, but I just claim to have a lot of different points of knowledge that I can access when I need them.
Okay.
Mason said, the best moment of my life other than my daughter, November 9th, 1997, Sunday Night Survivor Series. Great moment in history. Perfect day.
Mason.
Hashtag
How many times are we gonna...
No, this isn't... No, Survivor Series was not that. Over the Edge, ironically, was the name of the fucking pay-per-view where Owen Hart died. This is a reference to the Montreal Screwjob, where Bret Hart was unceremoniously finished his career with the WWF then. And Mason, you're a terrible. Fuck you, Mason. That's 3. Oh, he actually put number 3. I don't know if that's because you are number 3 or because you got 3 fuck yous in this episode. Greg, the worst moment of your life.
The worst moment. That's kind of evolving.
Okay, let's set aside any current affairs.
That's not what I was pointing at. I just kind of meant the grim realities that you have to face every morning become more grim.
Okay, I thought you meant like secretly you filed for bankruptcy and you're currently experiencing the worst moment of your life.
No. Well, no.
Okay, so just the reality is, whether it be the Station of America or the world around us, things continue to get worse. The worst moment has yet to come.
Yeah.
Great. That's a extremely doom and gloom answer.
Thanks, Doobz.
I'm going to go
You're
push
welcome.
myself down the stairs.
I was going to do that before the show, but either way.
Last one, drum roll. This one was not in the email.
Uh-oh.
But then we had 8 questions, and I don't know how we made it through. So we've done, 5 or 6 of these interviews?
At
And
least.
we've never realized that there were fucking 8 questions on the number 9 with Tommy. So I added the 9th question.
Makes sense.
That was question number 9, not in the email.
Okay.
2-part question. Doobz, what's the nicest thing you've ever done for somebody? And I have an answer for you, but I want to hear yours first.
The nicest thing you're putting me on the spot there. I don't want to.
That was implied when I said it was not in the email. My bad. That's on me.
No, but I mean, how do you answer that question without sounding like narcissistic or
No, don't worry.
conceited?
The next question is the meanest thing you've ever done for somebody. So start with the nicest, give yourself a nice little ego boost, and we will fuck it all up from there. Don't worry.
Well, I'll go for a stranger. The nicest thing I've ever done for a stranger. I was able to travel for a period of time in my life, and I encountered a person that was down on their luck, and I was able to provide them with a whole buttload of things they needed. I had some extra clothes. I had some extra money. I left them with some food, and I was able to spend just some time with that person, make their day in whatever way I could.
Have you ever spoken to that person again?
No, that person was just a random person, like in Arizona or something.
That's pretty crazy.
So that's a easy one. I mean, a lot of people done a lot of things for a lot of people in my everyday life. That's at least something I can single out pretty quickly here. So,
okay.
What was your answer, Beth?
During your answer, Greg, I just want you to know that MCMFS, that's Mason Cock Motherfucking Sucker, wrote, worst day ever was in January 2010 when Brett returned to the WWE. Fuck you, Mason. That's number 4. God damn it. What's the nicest thing I've ever done for somebody?
No, you said you had an answer for Doobz.
Oh. There was never a period of time in my
Who
life.
the fuck is Greg?
this guy,
Doobie actually
the man
has
of a million
real
names.
name.
I have a real name. I have
A legal
too.
name.
I have a
It's
given
probably
name.
Greg
Yeah,
Reed.
we gave up his government. So I never had any intentions. I never saw a path. I never had the slightest inclination to go to college. It was never something that I considered. I knew that I would work for the rest of my life after graduating high school. I knew that very early in life we were poor as fuck. Even if I could get into college, it wouldn't have been on a full scholarship because I fucking dicked around too much. So I knew I was going to work. So this is a 100% true story. The day I graduated high school, I already had a job lined up for me doing roofing, making very good money with Doobie. And my first day on the job, I showed up at his house to a new pair of work boots that he had gotten me out of his own pocket to go to the job that he had gotten me out of the kindness of his heart. Which, I mean, I didn't have a vehicle at the time. He drove me to and from work for 6 weeks. It was 6 weeks before I could get my own vehicle. I mean, he really went out of his way to make sure that I was taken care of. So I definitely, that stands out as one of the nicest things anybody's ever done for me. I think about it all the time. So that's my answer for you. That's the nice thing he ever did for me.
I didn't remember that. I mean, I kind of remember it, but yeah, I remember it, but
yeah,
I didn't remember it until you mentioned it.
Yeah, no looking for a job, no interviewing for jobs. I had a job, hands down, no questions asked. Knew nothing about the field, knew nothing about.
You didn't retain any of that either.
No, I know a little bit about what I picked up. I will say this: there's nothing anybody can say to. I'm not terrified of heights, but I'm definitely scared of heights. I don't fucking like them. Like, I would not go bungee jumping or skydiving. I'm out. But
still go skydiving.
When you go up on a roof, and there are some fucking big buildings, but it doesn't matter. When you go up on a 2-story roof, you're still high as fuck.
I was on the Hartford today.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
Fuck that.
So when you go up on a roof, it's nothing. You're climbing the ladder. You're looking at where the ladder and the roof meet, because it just makes sense. You look forward. You know what I mean? So you're looking, you get up there, and you're like, holy fuck, this is huge. Nothing can go wrong, especially now with all the safety precautions. But you've got to have railings and shit up there.
Well, flat roofs.
But that's what it was. It was flat roofs. We did big rubber roofs, colleges and shit. So you have all the space in the world. There's nothing scary about this. I'm like, thank God, man, because I'm pretty fucking bad at heights.
Well, I was gonna say there's no way you'd be able to get on a house roof.
But I'm okay not moving around a lot. However, nothing could have prepared me for lunchtime, which I was very excited for because I had worked my fucking balls off. I was dumping sweat like a monster. And then I walk to the ladder. I know where the ladder is. I got up there, and everybody's they're on the ground by the time somebody says lunchtime. I get to the fucking edge of that roof, and where do you look? You look fucking forward. Well, forward is down. And it's a fucking drop. And I was like, oh, God, I might skip lunch today, man. This is fucked up. They're like, oh, don't worry about it. You just swing your leg over. I'm like, fuck you, swing your leg over.
Basically said, too bad Owen Hart wasn't afraid of heights.
Oh, boy.
He said, hashtag too soon, hashtag should have been brought.
Fuck you, Mason. That's hashtag number 5. Mason... This is because you're such a fucking asshole. Mason, your hashtag too soon, you wrote T-O soon. It should have been T-O-O soon. All of your points previous to this and current and future points for this episode are stricken from the record, and we are all dumber for having read your hashtag. That was the misuse of the 3 words 2, 2, and 2. So, there, fucker. Get it? Because there's also there, and there.
Mm-hmm. I got it.
What's the meanest thing you've ever done to somebody?
Yeah.
The meanest thing I ever did to somebody?
Somebody's getting shit in their chocolate ice cream. Let's go.
I'm not a very mean person. I was terrible to my little sister when I was a kid. Rocky one time just got a horrible bedroom treatment. Like
you threw her shit around?
Yeah, I tossed her bed, but set all kinds of pranks and scare tactics up and everything.
That's great.
Dude, I fucking went outside and I fucking trapped spiders and I filled her room with spiders.
Oh my God.
I went off on her. I can't remember what she did. I think she made me miss out on something I really wanted to do.
So you were like, Fuck
Like-
you.
like-
Here's arachnophobia for the rest of your life.
Oh, she already had it. That's why I focused on the spiders. And shaving cream on her stuffed animals and stuff.
Oh my god.
I think I wanted to go somewhere and do something, and she got me in trouble because she pulled one of these. Greg hit me. There's the marks. And then I wasn't able to go swimming with my friend at frickin'
Nystrom's?
Wasapog or Nystrom's or something that day.
Rocky Raccoon, I'd like to point out that false reporting, not a fucking joke, very serious stuff. You're a bad sister for doing that. I don't blame Doobz at all for peppering your room. Also, it just occurred to me, your sister, for a completely different reason, I named Rocky Raccoon. That's what I called her in school, for a reason related to the song Rocky Raccoon. My dog was also Rocky because of the song Rocky Raccoon. It never occurred to me that I named my dog after the same thing I named your sister after. That's
I have an ex-girlfriend whose child bears the same name of my current wife and dog.
What, your
Time
wife?
out, time
Hold on,
out.
your wife and your dog are the same name?
That's what I heard too.
No. The first name of the child is the same as my wife's name, and the middle name is the same as my dog's name. And she selected both of those names after I was already married and had the dog that was named.
Oh, that is fucking weird. Was this the girl that you dated in Waterbury?
No.
The one you fucked with the pipe?
No.
Okay. Well, that would have made sense.
I don't know where she is. She disappeared.
You ever see somebody cough into a bowl and the hot ash goes everywhere?
Yeah.
What if she queefed?
I don't know. We weren't lighting it while it was inside her.
Well, that just became a lot less exciting.
Well, how
That's
is she
what you
gonna?
thought was happening?
How is she gonna?
I didn't think she
inhale?
was smoking through it, but I don't know. Like he was just like, oh, you know what I should do with this? You know? No?
You're
No,
so fucking weird.
that was the thought.
I'm weird. He
That was
fucked somebody with a fucking bowl.
That was
I'm
the thought,
weird.
but it wasn't lit at the time.
Okay.
Like we rolled over, so then I was on top, and as I came up like this, I saw it sitting there on the end table, and I was like, "Oh damn!"
Nice.
I fucking love it.
Pat, we're at an hour and 20. You want to wrap this thing up?
Mason said, hey, if you can play ping pong with it, you can smoke with it. Valid point. And an excellent South Park the movie reference. We are at an hour and 21-ish minutes. So we're going to call it a day. Sunday, I'm not going to go through it all again because I've already done it twice. Huge show coming up. Super excited to do it. Do you have anything else before we close out?
Oh, thanks for coming, man.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome back anytime.
Tom hates the shows where we have a guest because
And next time I come, I'll try to not
Oh, what did you just say? What?
offend half of the male public in the country right now.
Oh, by saying the F word?
Yeah.
I don't think they might. Fuck. Why did you say that I get upset when we have a guest on?
I didn't say you get upset. I said Tom hates when we have a guest on the show because he always, like, you do so much less involved speaking. You've commented on this before. Like, it's fucking awkward. Like,
It is awkward.
Will
No.
Ferrell and Talladega Nights, where he's like, I don't, I guess I just, it's very awkward. He doesn't know what to do with his hand. I was just pointing out that you stuck it out. You did another one.
I enjoy having guests on the show.
I do too.
I think it's good. I enjoyed the guests.
Why don't we get some feedback from you fuckers over the next 4 days and some email?
I'm going to call out Tim McCaffrey to come on next Wednesday.
I think we need to call out. I don't know how many. There might only be one. So if you're the only one, I'm not picking on you, Carissa. But maybe a female voice on the Number 9 podcast might be an interesting thought.
I try to get Erica on the show all the time, and Tom fucking cock blocks me.
We had Eric on the show.
Erica said, I like
And
guests.
Emily.
Same show.
Yeah.
Hey, fucking Carissa. What's up? Gauntlet laid down.
She doesn't have to leave the house.
Carissa, we want you on the fucking show.
Not this
And-
Sunday. Next Sunday.
Expect these 8 questions, and I fully expect a very good sex story. And I'm going to put a stipulation in that it is not allowed to involve your fucking husband because I want to hear you talk about sex with somebody else.
That's fucking horrible.
Ah, she said, I'm all set. I'll stick to TikTok.
I got a great one that's not mine.
What's that?
Remind me when we leave.
A great sex story?
Yeah.
Okay. Before Erica said I like guests, Tom, scroll up just a hair.
Oh, it was not anything that you want to read, Pat. Oh, there it is.
Let's see. He said, Pat, what would you say was Brett's biggest loss in wrestling? I would say the time Goldberg kicked his head into the 5th fucking row and he literally lost everything from his shoulders up. Also,
listen, I mean, you cannot blame him being a now drooling.
He's not
mumbling.
drooling. He's very healthy-ish.
A drooling,
He's
mumbling, incapacitated human.
Bret Hart is active on social media. He does autograph signings.
Yeah, he has people do that for him.
Maybe he needs some Diamond Dallas Page yoga.
He certainly needs DDP yoga.
You can't blame all that on Goldberg.
The Hitman's still around.
I just watched Goldberg do a fight a couple weeks ago. He looked fine.
That was one of the best matches Goldberg's ever had, and it wasn't a particularly good match.
I saw him in that the fight with The Undertaker. That was a great match. I thought he did a bang-up job.
Goldberg, I'll tell you who's next. Fucking retirement, please.
He's not even that old. If anybody should retire, so, you know what? Since we got on this fucking, and we never talked about it on the podcast, I watched that stupid fucking AEW pay-per-view.
Yeah.
That you maybe watch. Did we talk about it on the podcast?
First off, I did not make you watch it.
You didn't make me watch it, but
I didn't even recommend that you watch it.
You invited me over your house to watch it.
Yeah, I said, do you want to come watch it? You said no.
Yeah, and you amped it all up that it was going to be great, and there was a special surprise.
There was an
Maybe
exploding barbed wire match.
It might be Pat McAfee. So I
could have been Pat McAfee.
So I go and I fucking watch it. It's the other side of Edge and Christian, right?
Christian.
Yeah, loser. And
Christian's got Mad Peep Show.
Then I see that Sting is wrestling, right? So
Stinger!
So at first, I think that Sting is a surprise, and then you inform me that no, Sting's been around in AEW for a while.
Plays Darby Allin's father.
Then they...
Does he actually get in the ring and let people hit him?
Sting, over 60 years old, is still actively wrestling.
Listen, I wouldn't call what he's doing in wrestling. Woo. It's probably all stunt devils because they pre-record his fucking matches.
Did you just refer to them as stunt devils?
Yeah, stunt doubles.
Doubles.
Devils.
Like there's two. It's a person, then someone who doubles as
a
that
stunt
person.
double.
Is he saying double?
I'll take it as a double.
Erica, tell me you heard him say devil. Erica always hears the weird shit
double.
that I hear from him. Huh?
A stunt double.
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 Spell what you're saying. I don't even care if you spell it phonetically. You don't have to get it right. Just get close enough for me to establish what the fuck is coming out of your mouth.
Is the second letter an O or an E?
A stunt double.
You're saying double, right?
Yeah, DOUBLE.
Okay.
Or DEVIL.
Erica said Dubberware.
Is a card sharp or a card shark?
Yeah, so he doesn't really wrestle.
Goldberg's foot has completely healed from Brett's head.
Yeah, he's 100%.
Fuck you, Mason, that's 6.
Maybe Goldberg and Sting should fight.
They have.
No, I mean now.
What needs to happen, and it's never going to happen.
Oh, maybe Goldberg and Bret Hart again.
Stop thinking Goldberg. What needs to happen, and will never happen, and it will be the lost match, the one that never happened. There are 2, technically. Hulk Hogan.
There's a whole bunch of them.
Will never get to wrestle Stone Cold Steve Austin, and Undertaker will never get to wrestle Sting, and that's really sad. We all would have loved to see that.
Why?
Because, I mean, you're talking about 4 of the biggest names in the history of wrestling. Undertaker, Sting, fuck, man. That would have been, oh, God. That would
to be fair, they could. They can just pre-record it and use their fucking body doubles.
Tom, this is the only time in wrestling, history or future, where they're going to have the opportunity to not have a crowd and to do all of these interesting angles like they're doing with Alexa Bliss,
Listen,
where they're cutting away and she's changing
the fact of the matter
outfits
is
and all
that the
kinds of
guy's
crazy
not
shit.
wrestling. He's not getting in a ring in wrestling.
No, and they're still utilizing him and still making a profit off of his
Trust me.
skill set.
After seeing what their pyrotechnic show, they're not making profits at all.
Yeah,
they're using those fucking poppers that we used to get off the fucking ice cream truck when we were
Balls.
kids.
Not a great finish to the AEW pay-per-view, I will give you that.
I'm really upset. I stayed up till fucking 11:30 to watch that.
In that amount of time, Tom also had 6 $3 triple whoppers,
Which problem?
18 patties.
What the hell did I eat then? No, that was family night. We had something good for dinner that night. But anyway, all right, that's the end of the show. Pat, anything you want to say?
I say, good day.
Hey, you too. Go fuck yourself.
I say good day.
I can't find it in the screen. There it is.